So the core is absolutely gorgeous. One of the things I like about getting a permit is you can really take your time and enjoy it. See things, explore. With a through hike, it's nice to go through this, but you don't really get to take your time. And all the hard work getting into the core, you can't really cherish it because you got to keep going. And nothing against the through hike. It's definitely a cool thing to do, but if I had the option, I would camp here. And even if it's camping in cold chuck or camping in snow zone, it's worth it to be able to spend more time in the core. So highly recommend that. Now that camp's packed up, gonna try and get on Little Annapurna and then get to somewhere around Perfection Lake and set up camp for the night. All right, so kind of in the interior core, one of my favorite areas, super beautiful. And as you can see, peak right over there. And just a little bit further down is where you're gonna see the entrance to the trail to climb Little Annapurna. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna enter the trail, and then it's basically going to go up this ridge line here and go all the way to the top. So that's what I'm gonna try and do here, and show you also a really scenic bathroom area over here that is pretty cool. So anyways, let's get to it. Here's this red bacteria on this snow. Basically that happens when the sun hits it for a long time, and this snow is pretty old. But anyways, got to cross it, so hopefully this isn't a snow bridge. If it does collapse, you'll get live footage of it, so hopefully it doesn't. Look at that view, man. Epic. All right, so clouds blew in a little bit more, and as a result, it's a little bit cooler. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my jacket. It's kind of a rain jacket slash windbreaker, so I'm gonna put that on, and also I'm gonna fill up with some water before I start up Little Annapurna. So we're right near the intersection to where the turnoff is for that trail to head up Little Annapurna. So I'm gonna do those things now and then head on up. Ready to go. This here, see this rock? This is, according to all trails at least, the turn off to start going up to Little Annapurna. So I'm gonna follow that, see where it goes, and go to that ledge. All right, that's an incline for sure. And looks like a lot closer than what it is. So anyways, kind of regretting putting this jacket on because now I'm fairly warm. And everything cleared out very nicely as well. So it's not super windy, at least where I'm at. So anyways, gonna keep on going. Might take off this jacket here in a bit. But yeah, beautiful day. All right, still heading up Little Annapurna, close to the first false summit, and jacket definitely had to go. It's getting warm, wind died down a bit, so that's good. But anyways, getting nice views. All right, so what is Little Annapurna like, you ask? Imagine climbing Asgard again for another at least 3/4 of a mile or so. It's kind of like that. The only difference is your footing's a lot more stable because the ground's mostly granite. So that's nice. It's large slabs of granite too. So anyways, still a grind. Almost there. Finish line's in sight. I am near the summit. Pretty exciting. Oh wow, the sun behind that cloud looks pretty epic there. Very cool. Which one of these is the peak? Let's see. Okay, looks like it's over here. Looks like it's the middle one here. Yeah, this one's definitely higher. All right, made it to the summit of Little Annapurna, and so did the wind and the cold. But I'm on this rock, and dude, it's right on the edge. Look at this. Yeah. This is definitely the higher of these little mounds here, as you can see. So this is the summit, Little Annapurna. If you look Over there you can see Isolation Lake. You can see there's a marmot. You can also see Asgard. There's Dragon's Tail. And then that little peak over there to the left, that's Stewart. So that's Mount Stewart. That's the highest peak in the Enchantments. One day I'll be on top of that one. And then there's Pusick over there. And right here is Kolchak. So, anyways, look at that. Wow. That is insane. All right, so Little Annapurna is definitely a lot less technical than Dragon's Tail was. Dragon's Tail, the main area, is going to be that ice area, that ice field. Definitely crampons, helmet, ice axe you need for that. As far as Little Annapurna, it's a little bit more basic. I didn't need any of those things. Epic day today, and glad the weather cleared up a bit. It was looking kind of weird with all those clouds, but man, looks super nice. Look at that sunset over Dragon's Tail and Mount Stewart. Clouds are over there, but that's okay. They're not over here. So anyways, pretty epic day. I'm gonna head back down, and the goal is to get to at least Inspiration Lake, maybe camp there, but I really have a spot in mind for Perfection Lake. So hopefully I can get it. It's not taken, but I'm pretty late to the party anyway, so it probably is taken. Anyways, let's head down. So apparently there was two trails to get up here, and on the way down I followed a cairn that led me down a different one. So it's gonna lead to the same area eventually, but it's definitely not as well maintained or as obvious to follow, and the cairns aren't as numerous, but we're getting there. It's just a little slower this way. So all right, back on the main trail, and yeah, just a little bit more ways down, but it is getting dark pretty quick. So sun is set over there behind Asgard, and I need to get over there to that lake. All right, made it down, and now just getting back on the Enchantments trail, so I can head down to Inspiration Lake. So all right, back on trail, and behind me is Little Annapurna. That's what I was up on. So good to be back down. Now to get down to Perfection Lake, and hopefully get some good camp spots there. It's a little more shielded from the wind. All right, before I leave the core, as promised, I need to show you the most scenic toilet around. All right, there it is. But check out, not the view in there, but the view from here. So if you're ever in the Corps, make sure to use Backcountry Renegade's favorite scenic toilet. You're welcome. Descending down into Inspiration Lake, and winds died down a little bit because I'm covering a little bit by some rocks. I'm not exactly in the exposed area of the inner core. We're now descending a bit, so yeah, we'll be down Inspiration shortly. This is Inspiration Lake. Nice granite cliffs on the side there. So anyways, I'm gonna camp somewhere around here. Perfection is just on the other side of this hill over here. So I'm going to set up camp, and we'll come back and look at Inspiration and Perfection in the morning with some good light. So this is the first time I've actually done this, where this whole chute here is dry. Usually it's covered in snow, and the last time I was here I actually glissaded all the way down. So this one is dry completely and pretty easy to come down. With snow, it's a little tricky, especially if it's not solid snow, but if you can glissade, it's pretty nice. All right, well, time for bed, and had a good dinner, good hike. My legs are sore, my feet have a little bit of blisters, but it's not too bad. So I got the tent set up, and a little bit windy, but should be all right. Got it anchored down and everything. So I'm gonna go to sleep and wake up tomorrow, and the plan is to go up to Pt.3 Peak and then circle back and explore the rest of the core, and then set up camp for the evening at Vivian. Might also fish as well, and see if I can catch some trout and eat those up. So anyways, good night. We'll catch you in the morning.